Okay, are we
Okay, here
ready?
we go.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Hey,
Welcome to the Good Vibes Probies podcast.
in today's episode, we're going to be introducing ourselves a little bit. We're going to be talking about our con experiences and how we got into 911.
I'm Kay, I'm 21 and my pronouns are she, her.
I'm Jordyn. I'm also 21 and my pronouns are she, her.
My name is Gaby. I am 22 and my pronouns are also she, her.
So I started 911 back in 2020. I got into it because my mom was watching it on the couch during COVID and I noticed Ryan Guzman and I was like, he looks familiar.
Valid.
Let me
Oh,
start it.
So
But
they're
I
so
didn't get
valid.
into
hot.
the fandom until like 2023.
Okay.
I started 911 because my old roommate was watching it, and I vividly remember her watching the season 6 finale and freaking out that Bobby was gonna die. Um, and then I started watching it in early 2024, right before Buck was had his bye episode.
Yeah, I'm the baby of the group because I didn't start watching 911 until about 2 episodes before Bobby died. So, mm, I just got really bored and then I was like, I need a new show to watch. Looked it up. I saw I think it was an edit of Buddy probably, and I was like, I need that. And then here I am still craving that Buddy and it's hasn't happened just yet.
Exactly.
Real. Okay.
Eventually.
Yeah.
They'll happen. Trust.
So real.
My first ever episode watching was Under Pressure. And I was like, need that.
Yeah, for me it gets a little muddy because excuse me guys. I don't remember exactly what my first live episode was because I binged every single episode and then I just started watching it live. So I know that it was a couple episodes before Bobby died, but I don't remember exactly which one. But it was around that era. Rest in peace, Bobby.
I miss you dearly. My first ever live episode was the shooting arc.
That's
Oh,
crazy first
ooh,
one.
that's a good
Yeah, and
one.
then I like season 6 I stopped watching live and then the first episode I watched live again was the lightning strike.
Ooh,
Right?
just a great combo, okay?
I think the first episode that I started watching live was the episode after Bobby death, just because I would wait for it to go on Hulu, and then after it happened, I was like, I
Can't
got
miss it.
spoilers about it, and I was like, no, I have to watch it live now.
What's so crazy is when I saw the episode that Bobby died, I was boo-hoo sobbing to my mother like he was the love of my life of like 30 years. I was genuinely like just disgusting. But it's okay because Bobby alive.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was at my best friend's house and I was sobbing to her dad.
Oh,
I was alone in my apartment sobbing, and then my dad came out to visit me, and I would just randomly start crying. I was mourning him like a real person.
It's so real. But now I'm just like, it's okay.
it's okay.
We got a good season, and I feel like he also was in the episodes very well. I think they played it
They
Yeah.
did
really
a good
well
job
in
at not
this
forgetting
season.
him.
I think
Yeah, for
how they
sure.
played it at the end of last season, I didn't like, but for season
Mhm.
9, I thought it was well done.
They they deserve their trophies for season 9. Season 9 was so good.
And I'm pretty sure something coming out or something that came out yesterday actually shows that our favorite season was season 9. So they did a really good thing with that,
Mhm.
all of it. It was really good.
Beautiful season.
I know. It would have been so fun if we all knew each other when Bobby died. I feel like that would have been a crazy combo of us just throwing up
Sobbing.
on.
Like,
That
How
would have
did you
been
guys
so
meet?
fun. We
what?
met on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Um, yeah, so I got TikTok for editing last year in March, and I just followed a lot of people, and Kay was one of the ones who followed me back. And then we would send our edits to each other so that we would like them. And then when Oliver got announced to go to Chicago in late January, I had saw like a live, I think, of Kay's that she was like going to Nashville. And I don't know really know what possessed me to text her, but I did. I DM'd her and I was like, "Hey, are you going to Chicago? Or do you know anyone going to Chicago?" Mind you, he was literally announced that day, and I had immediately bought
As you
tickets.
should. And I wasn't when you first DM'd me. I wasn't even going to Nashville when you first DM'd me. It was just like a I might go. And then I was like, I don't think I'm going. And then like a week later, I'm like, I'm going.
To both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and then we were like kind of DMing off and on, and there was a sale, and it was like 4 in the morning, and I had bought the River photo op. But then I was like, shit, these men are like really tall and like big, and I don't want to be I don't want to be alone. And so I asked her if she would be in the op with me. And Oliver messed it up, but it's okay.
yeah, he did. But it's and then
Not
I think we
surprising.
like followed each other on Instagram and stuff. And then we were like trying to just I think we didn't discuss poses until that morning.
Yeah. It was very,
And
you kept asking, like, oh, what do you want to do? And I said,
we're like, I
Which is
don't
an
know.
ongoing theme with us. Even
Yeah.
though we have like weeks and months to prepare, we're like,
It's because like you don't know what you want to do. Like there's so many good poses.
for
But like
sure.
I think our pose was cute and the interaction was really cute, but Oliver, you messed it up, boy. All you had to do was stick your tongue out at Ryan.
you know, Ryan was like
One
living
thing
it up.
about one thing that I did want to mention, I was not really like active on like the fandom Twitter until I think like 2 to 3 weeks before the Orlando convention. Um, I didn't know anything about cons or anything like that. So when I saw Oliver was coming to the Dream It convention, I wasn't gonna go until about like 2 weeks before. Everything was really last minute, as is Austin, which we'll talk about in a second. But yeah, I had no idea. I bought the ticket, I bought the hotel, showed up, and that's actually how I met Jordyn. I went by myself, no friends on 911 Twitter. So I was like, didn't know what I was doing. I went up, I got my tickets, and then I peep these people's badges, and they have Oliver Stark on their little badge, and I'm like, my shit don't say that. Oh, did I get the right tickets? Where's the rest of my tickets? So I was like, hey, what are we doing? And they were really nice. It was Jordyn and then another 911 fan, and I got the answer and I walked away and I left.
I was gonna tell you
I
to come stay with us, and then she immediately
I
gone.
was yeah, I was really intimidated. I was really scared. I got my answer, I left, and then we were finally into the little opening ceremony, and it was a big hall like it usually is, and I sat in like the corner away from everyone because I was scared. And then all of a sudden, I hear this aggravating voice. Just kidding. Jordyn and the other person came up to me and they were like, "Hey, do you want to sit with us?" And I was like, "Wow, I really look sad and pathetic right now." But no, I didn't say that. I was like, "Yeah, of course." And that's how we met.
Yeah, and then we like literally spent the entire day together. She went to
Was
get
at her
lunch with
hotel.
us, went to my hotel room. Like we were just vibing because we all just were only there for Oliver. And so we
Yeah.
had the same things. And we like impulsively bought two more ops. And
Yeah, I came in that day with a photo op, his autograph, I'm pretty, no, just his photo op and his meet and greet, actually. And then I ended up with two photo ops, two selfies, an auto, and a meet and greet.
it was great because I love how you were like, oh, I don't like how I look in selfies. And then you have the most like iconic
Mog,
selfie.
mog, mog,
Log
mog.
off. I was getting
No,
live
literally.
updates this entire
I
time.
this is the first controversial point of this podcast. I initiated the choking selfie pose.
Mhm.
And you started an amazing trend.
That's great. I love seeing all of them. They're really cute.
No, they're
And I
really
was
good. I
I
love
was the
seeing them.
first one to do it with Ryan and you were the first one to do it with Oliver.
I
Yeah.
think next year we should be more creative in a respectful way because why had no one tried a pose with the selfies? I was just seeing people walk up, cute little pic. I was like, choke me out, dude.
No,
What's the least
literally
he can say? No?
exactly. The way I prompted that with Ryan was so funny. And Ryan knows your face now because I showed him your inspo pic. And that
Which
was just
I
really
will
funny.
be in 25 different Ryan photo ops next year. You
Oh,
will see
real.
me.
Bro, I was like, he was like, you want me to give you a headlock? And I go, yeah, choke me out with your bicep. And he was like, okay.
And you know what? He was down for that.
Yeah.
He
So,
was.
look,
And
as
it
long
turned
as
out
the
really
actors
cute.
are comfortable, that's all that
That's
matters.
all that matters.
Speak on it.
Period.
Um,
Period.
and then you guys met
For
kind of
Jordyn.
through me.
Right. Another
Um,
little crack story about me, actually, because I wasn't going to Austin.
oh yeah.
Austin was June 6th.
Yeah.
Yes, June 6th. June 5th was when I left from my place to Austin, obviously. That, when was it? It was the Saturday before. I woke up, clearly was on something, and I said, bitch, I'm going to Austin. And what did I do? I booked a flight, I booked a hotel, and I spent way too much money on photo ops. And I showed up in Austin, and that's how I met Kay.
Yeah. Well, we had
Well,
a group chat before that.
yeah, because that I think I was talking with Kay. I think it was that Saturday as well, and she was like, "We should make a group chat. Like, we should, the three of us should have a op with Oliver." And I was like, "Yes, I'm gonna make a group chat." And then I made a group chat, um, a little tipsy, so
Yeah, I was like, does Kay know that you're making this?
because it was
But
like
she did.
Because
me
I
and my
was at
spelling
con
errors.
that day. That was
Yeah,
Nashville Con. Yeah, and then we started discussing our poses, and
yeah.
we didn't finalize a pose until the day before.
And the rest is
Which
history. Now we
that
have
pose was a mess. It was supposed to be a star, but it actually looks kind of like a heart. And then he's just,
He's just,
uh,
and like that was so funny because he like gave us attitude for making him squat down.
I know,
Um,
but it was so cute and so playful because he was like, "You want me to?"
you want me to squat down
Oh,
hungover? And I was like, yeah.
yes.
And
yeah.
then he ran into me at the end of that up, and it was really funny because he was like that. And he's
Yeah,
so
Austin. Austin, I don't even know how many ops I went into with that day, but I just know I bought like five more Oliver ops throughout the day.
And that is so real.
and that's what happens during conventions. They get you. Like you
They get you.
like
But
in
you know
Nash
what? That refund hit that day, so
I went like when I
got a
arrived
grade.
in Austin, I only had one Oliver op, no Oliver autographs, and like a couple things with like Kenny and like Onyard. And then somehow I had like five ops with him solo.
Real.
Like how
What
that
was it?
happened.
Jordan, wasn't it? I had like 12 ops with Oliver
Yeah, in total. And then we had two, and
and
then
then
us,
us
the three of
three
us had
one.
one.
Good one. And we're gonna have like double that next year.
We're prepped. We're ready. We have ours.
Trust.
No, I was literally thinking, I was like, because I told Jordan, I was like, we should definitely continue our like tradition of like me and Jordan with Oliver. And I was thinking, okay, me and you with Ryan. And then we can just fuck, like, I don't know, get
Here's one
everything
thing.
ever.
We need I wanna do us with Rylover. That's just gonna be so
That's gonna be like a down payment on a mortguage, but
it's okay, we'll
we're
figure it out. I just think you'd like we could do something really funny and creative with Rylover.
Mhm.
yeah.
It would be fun. Guys, money, I have a con fund now. Like it's
And you know
happening.
what? Klarna exists, guys. I will
Exactly.
Klarna our tickets.
There's a way. If there's a will, there's a way. Like we got it. We'll
Oh,
do it.
for sure.
And like we've already been discussing poses. Um, they're gonna eat.
They're gonna eat.
Like
I
There's a
next
just
year you
couple
will see
inside
us
jokes intertwined, which I'm not sure if one day we'll talk
reveal
about it,
them.
but
Maybe.
yeah.
see.
But
Moving
they're
on.
yeah. We're gonna eat, and
They are.
I can't wait. Oh my god, it's gonna be so
I
fun.
know, I'm excited. I literally have like my Pinterest is like con outfits, con poses.
Mine
What
too.
con? Nothing's been announced, but we know we'll be there. We'll
No,
be there.
Nashville's been announced, but
Fully
we have
know.
no idea who's going. Um,
Really
like we don't
hoping Chicago gets
hoping
announced.
Chicago creation. If
I
you see
hope that
this,
gets announced now. I was literally like the other day I was at work, not working, and I was actually on Expedia trying to see if I can book plane tickets already. And they were actually like available for the weekend of Nashville. And the tickets were like 200 round trip. And I was like,
yeah, they're not
really?
bad. And like I'm like pretty sure Ryan and Oliver, Kenny, and Aisha at least will be going to Nashville again, just because like that's their biggest con is like Rescueverse, like Nashville is their biggest one. I think for sure they're gonna do Nashville and Chicago because those were their
Yeah.
two biggest ones. I don't think they'll do Austin again. Um,
I don't think Florida's happening unless Dream It coughs up and goes
that's
again, but
true. But it depends on if they come back to the US because they're doing one in December in Paris. But okay. Do we want to dive a little bit more into our con experience?
Yeah,
Is okay. Who wants to go first?
let's
you could
start
go.
with Chicago so you two
Okay.
people can go start first because I was not
Okay, yeah, we'll just go in order. Chicago was really fun. That was the one I had the least amount of ops with, because I kind of rushed going into it. My other friend, Rachel, love her very much. She was the one that was like, "You want to go?" And I was like, "Okay." And then, yeah, like Jordyn said earlier, we had a Rylover op, where they were supposed to be sticking their tongue out. Ryan did it. Oliver did not. Um, and I spoke no words to Oliver. He said hi to me, and I went straight to Ryan. And then I had another
there. The
Rylover op.
nerves.
Yeah, the nerves they got to me. And then I had another Rylover op. That one was really cute. They kept kicking each other. Um, and then you can talk about yours because I think Oliver was after Rylover.
Yeah. Um, so like for the Rylover one, I went up to um Oliver and he's like, "Hey, how are you?" And I was like, "Good." I like spoke to them fine. But for the one it was just me, he was like, "Hey, how are you?" I said, "Can we hug?" No words. And he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." I was just really nervous. I thought I was like better with my nerves because before Rylover, I was really nervous. Um, but yeah, so that was awkward. And then for his autograph, because I got him and Kenny's, for his autograph, I like told him something, and then I walk over to Kay, and I'm literally like shaking.
Almost on the verge of tears.
I
And
was
then we
just,
went to Kenny after that.
yeah. So it was a good time.
I had after like the Rylover selfie or the Rylover op, I had Kenny's selfie and he recognized me from us DMing and I was just like, oh my God, like that was he was like, it's so nice to finally meet you. And then I had Ryan photo op solo and we weren't supposed to originally hold hands. He was like, let's hold hands. I was like, okay. And then I told him he had really pretty eyes and he called me beautiful. And afterwards I don't think I could speak for like 5 minutes.
Not surprising because I think I would pass out. So
Yeah. And then we had the autographs after that. I had all of them. I had Ryan, Kenny, and Oliver. Oliver, I kind of fucked myself over and didn't really say much. Well, Kenny, that was amazing. He's so funny. And then Ryan, I was able to tell him how much him and Eddie mean to me, and it was a very beautiful moment. And he recognized me from the video he posted in May of last year. So that was Chicago. And then you guys can talk about Orlando because that was next.
Yeah, Gabby, go.
right. So like I said previously, I only went in there with the photo op and the meet and greet. But considering I bought everything, first up was selfies, right, Jordan?
Yes.
Yes. So this is a story of how I told Oliver Stark that I was about to shit myself. Um, I'm the shit myself girl, actually, which shout out Oliver because he did not forget that. Basically, what happened is first time I meet him, I'm walking up to him. He's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I was like, "I'm good. I'm about to shit myself." Like that's literally what I told him. I'm good. I'm about to shit myself. Man, full on Zendaya laughs, cackles, throws his head back. I'm like, okay. So then immediately he goes into selfie pose, and I'm like, can we switch sides? Because I prefer this side. I'm sure you guys can relate. Like, there's just a side that looks better. So he was like, yeah, of course. So we switch side. Immediately, I start mogging. And then that's kind of like I just posted that selfie and I was like, mog, 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 mog city. Then it turned into the photo ops, right?
Mhm.
I don't remember. Oh, this is the one where I grabbed his tits. So it was photo op time. I walk up to him and I'm like, I don't know what pose. I'm like carouseling through like three different ones. And he was like, let's just do this one. mind you, this is the one where I'm behind him and Jordyn will insert the picture, but I'm behind him and I'm literally grabbing his chest. This man is like smiling cheek to cheek, not cheek to cheek, ear to ear, excuse me, guys. And oh my God, I'm dying. I like fully felt his chest hair. I was twiddling that shit. I was like,
As you should.
anyways, thank you. I know. After that, it was like a little break, right? Was it a panel or something?
It was we got lunch.
Okay, we got lunch. We
Wait, no,
chilled.
autographs. We did autos before lunch.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we were late to the party, which actually me and Jordyn can talk about that because we were just sitting around waiting for them to like announce autos for Oliver.
Because we
And we
had
were
seen
just,
him like walk
yeah,
by, but like we didn't know it was starting.
yeah, we were literally just sitting there waiting. And then all of a sudden, someone comes from like the room, or like, I don't know how we were, but, and they had a fucking Oliver auto. And we were like, oops. So we start walking towards the auto room, and there's literally no one in there.
It's just
Yeah,
him,
because
his
we're
handler, and
extremely
his
late
agent.
to the party. It was literally his agent, the handler, and then him just sitting at a table. And we were like, hey.
And
And
so
this is
Gabby gets
actually,
hers first.
yeah. Oh, yeah. So I give him the picture, and actually, I think it was Harry. Harry got his first.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, and he asked for like his name on it, and then I give my photo op to Oliver. He was like, "Do you want your name on it?" And I was like, "Yeah, Gaby," immediately. And he's like, "In other words, Gabby?" And I was like, "If I was to say Gabby, you would have put two B's." And he was like, "You're right. You're right. You're right." And then this was a monumental moment for English moment for Jordyn, which she can tell you about that.
Yeah. And so for mine, he's like, "Do you want your name?" And I was like, "Yes." And I didn't say my name. I just started spelling it. Don't know why that was my
Okay, but like Jordan's spelled different
um
ways, so like smart on you.
and he was like, like spelt it out for me. He goes, "Wait, what?" And so I said my name and then he's like, "Oh, okay." Um and then it was the day before my birthday and I was turning 21 and I was like, "I'm going out tonight for like my first drink, legal drink." And I was like, "What like would you recommend? Like what do you think? Like whatever." And he was like, "Oh, I'm a wine guy, so and I don't
Shocking.
think that's a first drink type of thing. I would not have had wine for my first drink." And he like looks at his agent. He's like, "This is a lot of pressure." And then he tells me to do a shot of tequila, which I did. It was a bad tequila,
Mhm.
but I did it.
Period.
And then he was like, "Oh, also within this, he was like, 'Oh, congratulations.'" And I was like, "Thank you." And he goes, "I mean, happy birthday." I don't know why I said that.
That was cute of him.
Yeah. And
He's
then
adorable.
um I think Gabby had like mentioned something.
Oh my God. Right. So, yeah. Basically, I was like, I don't know how it came up, but I was fucking nervous and I was like, I'm way over 21.
And then me and Harry, we had just met her. So we were like, "How old are you?" And she was like,
And I was like, what do you mean? Not thinking like they probably thought I was like 30 or something. But who was it? Was it his agent or was it Oliver that was like, what, you're 21 or 22?
"That was Oliver. That was so Oliver."
Oh, yeah. Oliver was like, what? So you're 22? And I was like, yeah. But you know what? A week from now, I will be 23, Oliver. So,
Yeah.
Period.
And
exactly.
since there was like no one in the room, like we were fully there having a conversation for like 5 minutes, which was really nice.
Yes. Orlando was a lot more chill just because it was run differently, but that was a really nice auto experience. It's definitely like if Dream It comes back, I would definitely recommend you guys to go there. They were really chill, really sweet, really down to earth. So it was really nice.
Yeah. And like one
Um,
of the guys running it was super duper nice. Like he came
he was
over and
so
talked
funny and he
with
was
us.
so
Like he's
sweet.
really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after that, that's when we got lunch, right?
That's we got lunch and then we hung out in my hotel room. And then there was a panel and
Right.
that was
So There was like so Dream It is really small compared to Creation. So there was probably only like 50 to 100 people, right, for Oliver?
If, yeah.
Yeah, maybe even less. I'm bad at
Mm.
counting. But we were like, we need to ask a question. I don't know what I was on, but we need to ask a question. So we get into the line to ask a question. I had a question in mind, but then Jordyn had asked if she could use it just because the person in front had a similar question and we obviously didn't want to repeat questions. And I was like, yeah, of course. Like, I don't care asking him a stupid question. That's something like, I'm sorry, like, if I want to ask him what fruit he is, I will ask him.
I did that in
So,
Chicago.
exactly.
Mhm.
So I ended up coming up with like the whole social media question. I asked him if he was lurking on Twitter. But Jordyn was first, so I'll let Jordyn explain her little question moment.
Yeah, so when I was like really nervous, because I don't like there was okay, there was like a big chunk of people like being there and like talking on a microphone was like a little nerve-wracking. And so I like went up and I was like, hello. And I was like, oh shit. So it was I could hear myself, whatever. I'm already anxious. And Oliver goes, it's our birthday today. Happy birthday. And then people are clapping. The like guy next to him starts singing happy birthday. And I was like, hell no.
Oliver's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't
I
say do all that. Oh, I forgot about the microphone.
um but then I asked my question and he answered it. I asked him like what his least favorite thing about Buck was. And he was talking about like how he was like not necessarily like I don't know exactly word for word what he said, but he did mention like being like a little clingy and like holding on to like when Eddie was leaving for Texas and that. So I have it in my notes app right now, but we're not gonna look at it.
Real. Yeah, I literally started my question off with love all of these deep question guys, but do you lurk on Twitter? Something along the lines of that. And he was like, oh, but he was like, yeah, I do. And then he, I mean, I'm sure everyone on Twitter knows what his response was. But at the end, it was really cute. He was like, thank you for like attacking me or something like that. I like stopped him mid conversation like 3 times. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know who I thought I was, but you know what?
You did
It's
it.
fine. He was
You
king,
did
so
your
he doesn't
thing.
care.
Yeah. And then like last thing we'll share, okay, and then you can share Nashville.
You're good. I'm enjoying these selfies or these selfies, these stories.
Oh,
Um
wait, we have our like 3 different things left.
yeah,
We have
so
the second photo op in the selfie.
I'm just gonna talk about my selfie.
Okay.
So for that, I like went up to him and I was like, "Hey again." He goes, "Everyone's saying happy birthday." Well, not kind of. I mean, not really. And I was like, "Yeah, it made me uncomfortable." He goes, "Oh, good," and took the picture. And I was like,
He
"Oh."
was cute. That was really
Um,
cute.
and then he was like, "Sorry, it made you uncomfortable." And I was like, "Oh no, it's fine, it's fine." And I did get to like, because I had the meet and greet. He did ask me again if it made. He was like, "Did it really make you uncomfortable?" And I was like, "I'm just like really anxious," and people were clapping, and it made me nervous. So I did get to explain that it didn't make me uncomfortable, but it was funny.
Real. So, my selfie. I realized like people were taking really cute, regular selfies, just, posing with him. And I was like, you know what? What's the worst he can say? No? Like, okay. So I was like, let me ask him for a pose. And that's the birth of this selfie that Jordyn will insert. But yeah, he choked me out. I literally went up to him and I was like, "Can we do this?" And he was like, "Yeah." I don't even know if he was like, "Fuck yeah," but he was down for it. So we went back and forth on like how we wanted to do it. I fully told him like, "No, choke me out. Like I want you to choke me out." Just staring at him. I don't know. I was nervous. It came out of my mouth. He giggled. It was fine. So yeah, he choked me out, and that was that selfie. After that, it was the second photo op that we did. I did the leg pose, which was cute. Went all over Twitter, was really nice. Which was funny in the meet and greet. He like made a point about talking about the poses and stuff. It was really cute. It was nice to kind of talk to him a little bit after. But yeah, that was pretty much all of Orlando.
Yeah.
Yo. I was close to going to Orlando, but then I was like, I got Nashville the next week
I was
and
really
Austin the
trying
week
to get
after that.
I was really trying to get Kay to go. I was like, you can stay in my
She's like, you
hotel.
can stay in my hotel. So I had Nashville. Um, really fun. Nashville is probably one of my favorites just because like Ryan was there. And it was also the biggest, so a lot of like my mutuals were there. But my very first thing, I had two things at once and they split me. So my first thing was Oliver, and I had two poses with him, I believe. No, I had three. And they were all like group ones. So I had the Liar Stark one, and I pull up with it, and he goes, "Fuck you." And then he told me it was really creative. And then I had a flexing pose with him, and then I got to grab his tits as well. And that was very amazing. And I was like, are you sure? And he goes, yeah, that's what I'm here for. So that was that. And then I went up for my Ryan selfie. And while I'm waiting in line for the Ryan selfie, I'm looking at him and he's doing a point 0.5 and his shirt comes up and he's wearing a crop top. I'm sure you know the crop top. And I look at my friend Renna and I go, did you see that? And they go, what? And I'm like, tell me I didn't experience that by myself. And then he does it again and they see it and we just get to see a little sliver of his tummy. But yeah, that selfie was really cool. I had a lot of selfies with Ryan, so I'm not going to dissect every single one of them. But I had a group selfie. We did a shrug. And then I just went up to him and was like, can we just didn't say anything else. And he did like a little waist hug. And then I asked him if he could choke me out. Used Gabby's lovely photo as inspiration. Here's those two selfies. And then I left for a second, went on up to my room. I had to grab something for one of my friends that wasn't able to make it. Did a selfie with her, and then I got another selfie with him. And I asked him to do a funny face, and I thought he would like. I don't know why I said funny face. I meant to say, "Can you flip off the camera?" But I ended up getting that. I'm trying to think what was. Oh, after that was Rylover. So I had two Rylover poses. I had the flexing one, um, and then I had one where they're like going like this, like fist bumping. And Renna had Oliver. I had Ryan, and they had pink fluffy glasses on, and I couldn't stay serious. And like also like Ryan makes really intense eye contact, um and like really sweet eye contact too, so he was like looking down at me and I was like, I cannot take you seriously. It was really hard. And then we had Ryan after that. So guys, I'm really trying to breeze through this because I had so much in Nashville. um
We love it.
and then I had Ryan solo photo ops, and I didn't plan on doing, um maybe Jordyn can enter it here, but it's like the booty bump. I That was not in my plans. And then he took his jacket off. And I was like, I need to have the stomach showing and the arm showing. So I did that one. But my first one I showed him was like whatever, I don't know. I had three with him and then he suggested to do the dip, and that's like my biggest flex, guys. It was amazing. I did the dip with him.
Yes.
Okay. Brief technical difficulties. What was after that? I think I had my Kenny selfie after that. And he called me KK. Love you, Kenny, if you're seeing this somewhere. I'm trying to like, my schedule is so hectic that day. I can't like remember anything. I'm not gonna lie.
Had so much.
I had so much that day.
I
Um,
literally thought like every time I refreshed my Twitter page, it was like a new photo op, and I was like, "What the hell?"
yeah, I had so much, but like also like it does help if you plan on going to Rescueverse next year. Go with friends and split photo ops because it helps a lot. You get to have multiple and do a lot of like it's just like really fun. Hold on, I'm going to my thing. Oh, and then after that, I had Buckley Diaz with Gavin. Um, he was so sweet. We did the elf picture, and it was really funny when we first pulled up into the photo op room because Oliver saw me throughout the like crack of the like photo thing, and he points at me and he goes, "What the fuck?" And then
Wonderful.
what the fuck? And then Ryan, he like gets Ryan's attention, and Ryan's like, "Oh shit," and like starts giggling. Um, and then after that, I think I had Kenny and Ryan, and that pose took so long to figure out because Kenny did not know how to like pop his hip out and hold my hand at the same time. And it was just really hard to like get. And then I think right after that, I had Aisha and Kenny, or Aisha and Oliver, Aisha and Ryan. Goodness gracious. And then I had my Oliver meet and greet. That was really fun. And then I think I had Ryan Autos. I don't remember, but I brought him Sour Patch Kids and he said he loved me twice. And then I think the panel was after that. And that was a really funny panel. That's the whole like if we were boyfriends panel.
That one was cute.
That was a cute panel. And then I
That
think
was
after
crazy.
that was so fun. And then after that was regular autos with because Ryan had to go first because he had a meet and greet at 5, so he went first for autographs. That's why he was before the panel. And then I had Oliver, and that's when I gave him like blue-eyed thing, and I give it to him, and he goes, "What the fuck?" Okay. And I had to explain it to him, and then he gave me sass for explaining it to him. And then I had Kenny. I'm trying to think what was after that. Oh, and then it was announced that Ryan wasn't going to Austin. I knew earlier before anyone else did because he told me, and I was really sad, and I had to keep that secret to myself and wallow in my own sadness. But they announced it, and then because he wasn't going to Austin, they did the second round of photo ops and selfies for him. So I got photo ops and selfies, and I felt really bad. I was like, he fucking probably hates my guts. And I got two things after that. But yeah, I did my selfie and my photo op with him. The photo op, we ended up doing a prom pose. It was really cute.
Sorry, Kay, you sounded like a robot for a second.
Oh, guys, I think these are like dying. I'm not gonna lie.
But it's okay.
It's okay. We'll make it
Hey
through,
guys,
guys.
technical difficulties. We're just three girls.
No, literally.
But yeah, and then we did our selfie, and that was probably one of my favorite moments because he noticed something was wrong with me. I was just a little down. Um, and he was really sweet and like gentle and asked me if I was okay. And I didn't tell him at first. I actually ended up ranting to him at the end. But he was really gentle. I was like, "Do you want to take it?" And I low-key gave him attitude. I was like, "Do you want to take it?" And he was like, "Yeah, I got you." And he was just so sweet and so soft and gentle. And he told me it was really nice to meet me. And he told me that he'll see me around. About it. But yeah, that was my day. Now we can talk about Austin. We were all there.
Yes.
We were all in Austin. We were all in Austin.
One of y'all can
Mind
start because I feel bad.
you, mind you, I will make a quick note, like I previously mentioned again. I did not know I was going into Austin until a week prior. I had bought my flight ticket photo ops all in one day. Probably like 4 hours after that, Ryan got announced that he wasn't going. So I had two Ryan ops, autos, what was it? Selfies, etc. that needed to be refunded, which thanks, Ryan. But actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we got a little hint in Orlando from someone that I'm not going to mention, but I completely forgot about that. So we're just gonna have to move on. So in terms of Austin, I think we should just kind of go throughout our day and then bounce off each other. So I definitely think we should start off with the first initial photo op experience with Oliver.
Which was with
I'm
all
not
three
sure.
of us. Yeah? Was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that one was a little bit more confusing because we had so many shared amongst each other. I think I had three solo. I think three solo with Oliver. I had a duo with Jordyn, and then I know Jordyn had duos and trios with other people and Kay as well. So we kind of the way we did it was we did my everything. I went first, so I did my three first with him.
No,
And the
you
first
didn't.
thing this man's what?
No, they only made us do the ones with Haley and then our trio.
Yeah, you didn't.
Oh, sorry. I'm Oliver has competition, being a liar. I obviously don't remember what we did. So can someone please take over?
I think we did our trio first because we were
Yeah.
the only ones with a trio.
Oh, right.
So they made us do our trio. We kind of explained that earlier. We had him squat down. Very funny pose. We actually practiced it the day before.
Mhm.
But then I think I stayed. I don't know if I stayed or Jordyn stayed because we both had ones with Haley.
I think we were kind of like going into the waiting area, waiting for Haley, because Haley also had a lot with other people.
And she
Um,
had a lot of solo. So I think we just had to wait and then oh yeah, and then they let us come. And I honestly don't remember me and Haley's photo op experience at all with Oliver, but the picture was really cute. He like squished our heads. He's like fully tilting my head that way in mine. And it was really cute, but I don't remember it.
yeah. And then for when I went back with Haley, we took the picture and then he asked me how my birthday shot was, and I was like, oh my gosh. Um, but that's the only thing that I really remember from that.
Well, obviously, I don't remember anything, but I know that I had multiple solos,
Yeah.
and the
So
first time,
we did our duo one first,
okay.
and then you did your solos.
Oh, the duo was the duo one. We wanted to just like each be on one of his sides, and we were gonna be holding his like chest area, and we were kind of like really nervous about it, so we
We were
went up to
hovering
him.
and like also looking at
Yeah,
each other to see like if
we
it was
were
like
literally hovering and just staring at each other. All of a sudden, this man looks down and he's like, "You can touch him, boy. You don't gotta tell me twice."
You're like,
I
let me just
smacked my shit on him.
and
Hmm.
so they were because they were also like, okay, like guys, like we're gonna take the picture, and we're just
Yes.
like, but then we
Yeah,
got
we
permission
it
from the
was
man himself to touch his things.
yes. Yes. Consent is key for all
Mhm.
these poses, guys. So we always got consent before doing a pose.
yeah.
Um Again, still don't remember when in that order I did my solos, but I did do my solo. I went up to him and he was like, "Are you gonna shit yourself today?" Boy, yes. Obviously, no, I was a little bit more comfortable, but I was like, oh, cute. I didn't think he remembered my name because he didn't say it initially, but then as I was leaving, he was like, thank you, Gabby. Boy.
He's really good, guys. If you go to Rescueverse next year, Ryan and Oliver are really good at remembering. Like
No,
they
no,
will
they
remember you.
remember everything. And
Because when
it's
I
scary.
yeah, when I went to Nashville to see Oliver, I don't think he remembered my name, but he was like, "We met before, haven't we?" And I was like, "Yeah," but I think he did because then after he was like, "Thank you, Kay," and I was like,
Yeah, I don't know.
"What?"
I don't remember anything after.
I'm trying to remember the order because so what happened was we had so many and they had a second round of all of our photo ops at like 3. So they made us split and do those ones. So I think we only really did like a couple for his
Yeah.
first round. And then it was Oliver and Anirudh after that. I'm pretty sure, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, it
Which,
was Oliver. Did we all have Oliver and Anirudh?
I did. Yeah.
yes,
Okay,
I
we
did.
can talk about it.
I think I was the first one up. I don't know. But I had this really funny reference picture, which Jordan will pop up, and they were like, what the fuck? Oliver was like, that's a terrible reference picture. And I was like, boy, if you don't sit down, I was like, no. Anyways, it was really funny. It was really cute. Nothing really crazy happened. Honoru was like, oh, beautiful. Like that man is flawless. Like gorgeous, stunning. But it was really quick. All of the creation photo ops were really, really quick just because they had to fit so much in that time frame. So I didn't really speak to Anaru at all, actually. No, which was really sad, but it was good for
He's a
me at least.
sweetheart though.
Yeah. And then I had two because I had one with our friend Haley. So I did my solo one first, and this one was really funny. I'll insert the picture. Um, but Honored was really confused. I don't know why he was confused, but he like put his other arm up, and so he was blocking my face, and I was kind of just like, wait. But Albert goes, well, now you can't see her. And he was like, oh, okay. He Onward grabs my shoulders and moves me to the other side so that he's in the middle and I'm on the side. And I was like, wait, this isn't it. And so it was like Oliver had to like manhandle it, like help
He
him.
got manhandled by both men at the same time.
Um, and yeah. Um, and then we got the picture and it was super cute. It's like my favorite one. And then we did the duo one. And so Haley got Oliver and I got Anirudh. And we were like, they were flexing and we were like fighting or whatever. This man is making intense eye contact with me. I was like, oh my God. And then he bites his lip. And I was like, so I'm laughing. I look horrible in that picture because I am laughing. Because I was like, oh, yeah. So that was mine.
I had Onyard and Oliver, and we did the same pose I did with Ryan and Oliver, where they're like fist bumping, except they didn't fist bump, they high fived. Like, yeah, and I showed you the reference picture, guys.
Love
But
them following instructions.
yeah, it's always Oliver. I feel like he messes them up. Love you though. But I had Oliver this time. Last time I had Ryan, and he goes, "We're looking at you, right?" And I go, "I'm like not paying attention really." And I go, "Yeah." And then he looks down at me, and he like I look up at him, and I go, "No." And he goes, "What do you mean?" And I said, "No, you're too pretty. I don't think I can make eye contact with you." And he goes, "No, like you're fine. You got it." And I said, "No, like Oliver, genuinely, you're so pretty. It is really hard to look at you. Like you're so beautiful." And like
Right,
he
because he just stares
such
at you like,
yeah. And then he like not like grips my waist, but he like kind of like I don't know, just goes like that. And he's like, "You'll be fine." And I'm like, "Ugh." And he like winks, but like not like a flirty wink, guys. He was just like, "You'll be fine." And I'm laughing in it. So I feel like I looked really stupid. And then
Wait,
I had Kenny and Oliver after that. And he came up to me and was like, "How'd that post turn out?" And I was like, "It didn't turn out. I think I look stupid." And he goes, "No, I bet you look great." And I was like, "No, you look great. I look really dumb." And he's like, "I doubt it." And that was really cool. And then I don't really remember what was after Oliver and Ani, but I do know that in between those time frames, I had my Kenny and Tracy meet and greets. Tracy is super sweet. She is so beautiful. And Kenny, we love Kenny. And I think what was after that?
I know I had Tracy and Aisha,
Yeah,
and I
Tracy and
also
Aisha was
had
next.
Kenny. Um,
Because
but
I'm
I'm
looking at like my pictures, and Kenny and or Aisha and Tracy were after Kenny and Oliver. So
yeah.
we can talk about
So,
that since we all had them.
okay.
not
So the Tracy and A shop, I did 1K and I just like, for my idea, I was like, I just really want like a lesbian bisexual sandwich. And that was my vision and it worked out.
And you succeeded. And when I went up to Aisha, she was like, she looked at my outfit and she went, "So cute." Um, and yeah, they were really sweet. And then I had one with Rosie as well. And it was like we didn't have like a pose figured out. So I was like, "Can we just like do a little disco?" And they were like, "Hell yeah." And we did that. Brief intermission. I have to go somewhere real quick. So, not like somewhere, I just have to go downstairs. But Gabby, you can talk about yours.
Okay, yeah, mine was really quick. It was really nice. I went up to them and I was just like, hold on, gorgeous. You both are gorgeous. And Aisha was like, you girl, you. And I was like, hell yeah. I don't think I really had an interaction with Tracy just because it was really quick, but she was really sweet. So mine was originally supposed to be like them forming a heart around me, and then I would be in the middle going like this. Aisha didn't get that, so she started going like this, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. So we all were like this, and it was
And
really
it turned
cute.
out really cute.
Yeah, it was really cute. I like that I did that because I wanted photo ops with everyone, so it was cute to have them together in one. So I really enjoyed that. I think the next one would be Kenny. So, I mean, I can start because I had Kenny. Did you have Kenny,
I
Jordyn?
didn't Hayden.
Okay, so I will give you my Kenny little story time. I was actually the line leader for Kenny, just because I didn't have anything else, so I was just waiting around. And I went up to them and I was like, "Have y'all started the line for him?" And they were like, "No." And I was like, "Well, I'm here." So they gave me the little stick, which I actually took a picture of the stick because I was like, "Oh my God." And I was standing in line actually, and all of a sudden, I turned to my right and I see Mr. Oliver Stark getting into the elevator. Or, like, I don't know if it was a room or elevator, but he stops. We make eye contact. He goes, and I go, and then he goes again. But then the creation staff called me in because I was a line leader for Kenny, and I was like, no. I didn't say that, but I just walked away. I didn't even look back and be like, bye, Oliver. I just walked away and I left. So I think I was one of the first ones. Well, obviously, I was the first one that wasn't VIP, but there was a bunch of VIP that were like in front of me. And I actually gave Kenny a sticker of a marijuana leaf and a bracelet that said, fuck, what did it say? It was something like, let me, oh my God, no, I'm so mad I don't remember. It was something about like, oh, let me smoke that chimney. Which were actually both made by Jasmine. Yes, Jasmine gave me the little sticker and the bracelet. and I gave it to Mr. Kenny, and he looked at the sticker and was like, "I wish that was real.
Of
Sorry, Kenny."
course you did.
Yeah, I'm sorry it wasn't. But ours was really cute. We were like standing back to back and we were just flipping off the camera. And I was like really close to matching his height and I was like, "Ooh, short king."
Yeah, and I think when you were doing Kenny pictures, that was at the same time as Anirudh's meet and greet. So me and Kay were in that, and that was super fun. It was like his first one ever because it was his first con, and he was just like so like happy. He's so adorable. Um, and then I took a selfie with him at the end of that. There was no thoughts in my head. I was just like, it's been a long day. Um,
Yeah,
but he looked beautiful as always.
I know. He just like looked so good that day. He was
Like
like
we're celebrating.
glowing, obviously.
Okay, so my Kenny op, I had two. Actually, I think I had three because me and Rosie had two. But my first one was with Lenny. We didn't know what to do, and I don't know how we ended up pointing, but we did. And then we did a heart with Kenny for one of them. Didn't look like a heart. And then we were like, "What else do you want to do?" And he asked if we could do like this, like if he could be in the middle.
Cute.
So yeah, that was my Kenny op. Also, I didn't mention my Kenny selfie for Austin. We asked if he could do this, like, and for some reason he did it like this, and it looks really funny. And he goes, "Let me redo it," and did it normally. So, and then I think, did anyone have Anirudh selfies?
No.
Okay, I had Anirudh, and it was after the meet and greet, and he spammed the hell out of that selfie button. He took like 30 pictures, and I asked him if I could do bunny ears, and he was like, "Yeah, of course." And then did you guys have an Anirudh op, like a solo Anirudh op?
No.
Oh, I did, and it was just me and Rosie did, and I don't remember what happened, but I remember being like, "Can you just squish us?" And he did. Now we have Oliver.
You
Valid.
Oliver round two. So
This we had a lot.
for that one, me and Gabby had bought another Oliver op, and then me and Kay, we had one that I had bought, and then we didn't get to do in the first round, so we did it the second round. Um, so yeah.
Yeah, for that one I had four solo ops with Oliver. They were cute, they were quick, they were fun. Me and Jordyn had an original idea for that one. It didn't pan out, but we actually just pivoted to like our second option. But we kind of messed it up, and you know what? It's a fun story to tell. It was cute, but yeah, nothing too eventful. It was quick little op situation.
Yeah. And then we had ours, Jordan.
Which was actually really funny because our original idea, um, we didn't end up doing, and so we didn't know what to do. And Oliver like looks at Kay, he's like, "What?" She's like, "I don't know." Looks at me, and I go, "You choose." And he was like, "No." And I don't remember
Doesn't
how,
he just flexed, I
but I
think.
think he just started flexing. I mean, real.
And me and Jordan are doing two different things.
Because I couldn't tell. I said, "Are we grabbing?" And then they were like, "Okay, we're taking the picture." And I was like, So I'm kind of like grabbing his arms.
And I'm like hanging off of his arm. Like his like bicep is like, and I'm
Yeah.
squared up for some reason.
I pushed his arm down a little bit because it
We
looked
had to like manhandle his arms down because he was like covering our faces. And then I had mine. I had three solo ops with him. I copied Gabby for one of them. Shout out Gabby. And my favorite one was I asked him if we could do the middle finger, and he goes to flip off the camera, and I go, "No, each other." And he goes, "Oh, fuck yeah." And he's like, "Absolutely." And then he flips me off. And we're doing the same exact face in it. And I think that's absolutely hilarious. And then I really want to talk about my dip with him because I embarrassed the fuck out of myself. So I showed him me and Ryan's dip. And he like gets me like into the position. And I go, "I forgot how to dip." And he goes, "You put your leg on me and lean back." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." So yeah, there's that one. And then I had a lot with Rosie. Um, we had our first three round was just like simple. I think we had the glasses one. We had one where we were like, "Can we fight over you?" No, I was like, "We're gonna fight over you." And he was like, "Yeah, you fucking are." Sassy little boy. We had the glasses one, and then we had I forgot what other one we had. I'm not gonna lie. We had a couple. I know we had like the chin one. Do I talk about the that one?
So, yeah, you're out.
I had him choke me with his hands. And before anyone says anything, it was 100% consensual. And I, we didn't know what to do. It was my very last op of the day. And we didn't know what to do. And we were like, "What do you want to do?" And he goes, "I don't fucking know." And so then we're like conspiring. And he goes, "Tell me, tell me." I was like, "Can you choke us?" And he goes, "Again? I already did." And I was like, well, and he goes, "Oh, like this?" And I was like, "Yeah, like this." And then when he's like doing it, he's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Are you okay?" And we just went back and forth for like a minute asking if we were okay. And then afterward, I asked if he was comfortable. He said he was. Also, I didn't talk about, I had Oliver and Aisha,
Oh yeah.
and no one has seen this picture yet. It is not on Twitter, but I'll talk about it. So we had this idea for Rylover, but we didn't end up doing it because Ryan wasn't there. So we printed out a head of Ryan, and Oliver held it. Haley dressed up as a blow up elephant. We all had dog ears on, and Aisha was holding a sign that said, "There's an elephant with these dogs in the room." And then Haley had a sign that said, "Address me." And he came up to us during that and was like, because we told him we were going to do it in Nashville, in Austin. And he was like, "No fucking way. Like, you're actually doing it." And was like, whatever. So that was really funny. Oh, I also had an Oliver up with my group chat that Aisha photobombed. We like went like this. That was right after Aisha and Oliver, and Aisha thought she was in it, so she photobombed. So we ended up getting two, and then that's it.
Yeah. And
Unless you want to talk about our autos,
yeah. Um,
I mean, they were quick, they were cute.
they're quick and
He,
cute.
he
I
signed my Save a, sorry. He signed my Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy sign over his naked body, which,
As he
period.
should.
Mm,
yeah, per
know where
my
I be, Oliver.
um my auto I all day have been like I like watches. I like looking at them. I think they're really pretty. And my dad like owns a lot of watches. And so I just wanted to know what kind of watch he had. And so I asked him, and he told me, I was like, okay. He goes, what? Okay. I was like, oh, I just wanted to know. So I embarrassed myself in front of him because he was like, the fuck?
It's okay. You can't. Oliver loves whimsy, so it's okay. My Oliver autograph, I think. I just went up and I told him which one to choose. He chose the flipping off one. And I remember Gabby going, "The middle finger." And I was like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Oh, I knew you were going to choose that one." And Gabby goes, "The middle finger?" And then I think that, oh, and then I told him, I showed him my tattoo guys finally because I didn't show him in the other two conventions. And then I told him that a lot of people took a picture of this and got it tattooed today. And he called me. He was like, "Well, you're the original. You're the first." And then that's it. And he was like, "It was good to see you, Kay." And
Or
that was
your
my
love me
all.
anyway tattoo.
Yeah, for this one.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's it.
But
Oh, I also had Kenny. And I went up to him and he was like, "KK." And then I asked him if he could give, I didn't give Ryan his Batman Funko Pop in Nashville size, if he could give it to him. And then I gave it to him and he goes, "Can I say it's from me?" And I was like, "No, you got to say it's from Kay." So,
right, because why is he trying to steal your gift?
yeah, like, are you trying to steal my man? But that is everything from Austin.
Yeah.
And pretty much wraps up this first episode for us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're talkers, guys. Sorry. We also had a lot of
Yeah.
con experience to get through. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thanks for listening in.
I know. I hope you guys enjoyed that first episode.
me too. It's been really fun. I'm super excited to start this out and
Yeah,
and
if you guys
have
have
a lot of
any
plans.
ideas, let us know
Yeah,
because
let us know. We're open to anything and everything. We're like, it's all 911. So we're going to be talking about like
everyone, not just
everyone, every
specific
plot.
things.
Like maybe when I know we discussed when the show comes out, we'll probably discuss episodes and theories. But until then, give us ideas. We need ideas.
I know we miss these con like news updates. So
Mm.
silent nowadays.
It is, but at least like they've been like posting semi. Like Ryan was doing a good job and then he just disappeared.
Yeah. And we've gotten all of our sightings, which love.
We've gotten like content from both of them. So
Which
and
is
Which
Phil has been
he's
like
in my state. I know he's blessing my state right now, but I don't know when he's leaving because they start filming next week.
they start filming in like 10 days.
damn.
Yup.
So, but like, period. I'm so excited to see the new content.
I'm excited
I
for the
need something
emergency
leaked.
the first opening emergency, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm
I'm about to
excited to
go
find out.
make a trip over there so I can see them. Be like, hey guys,
Could be coming soon.
Yeah.
maybe.
Mhm.
But I hope you guys enjoyed this.
Bye.
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 See
Hope you
you
guys
next time.
enjoyed. See you next week.
Mwah. Bye.